I was pleased with the effort. I was pleased with, the way they flew around and hit people, and really got after it to try to make plays. Execution-wise, wasn't terrible. The new offense showed it was new, but we have flashes of it being pretty good. When we start seeing things develop better in that offense, we'll be a lot better. And it's just, that's just a thing. This is really the first time we've seen it against the live defense. And it took us a little bit to see what's going on. Anytime you're doing any kind of option or anything, you've got to, you got to figure out what you're going to see and how it's going to be and how it's going to flow. And when we figure that out, offense will be good. Tickled with the defense. We shut the run down. They didn't run it on us all night. And that was goal number one this spring. Learn how to stop the run. And we'll worry about stopping the pass when we can stop the run. I feel like we did pretty well with that. We got to get better at stopping. You still got to get better at stopping the run. We definitely got better at stopping the pass. But overall, not bad. Wasn't a bad spring.
Yeah. What was the process like installing that offense this spring for you guys?
A lot of individual time.
Mm-hmm.
One Coach Lewis took the linemen and installed the blocking. I took the receivers, installed the pass routes. Coach Cooper took the quarterbacks and the backs and put in their play action and their movement and their reads. And really until tonight, we've probably snapped the ball 15 times in a team, and maybe 5 times, 3 different times in practice. We snap it and just look at it, and just, line up and go with it. So just a lot of individual time, teaching the receivers what they do separate from the linemen, so they don't worry about what the linemen do. The linemen don't worry about the receivers do, and it's a lot of individual time.
I know you talked about last night not having a chance to go full contact very much in practice, but tonight saw a lot of hard hits from your guys. Yeah. A lot of guys flying around.
Well, a couple things. I think I got some kids that like to hit people, and then they ain't got to hit anybody, so they won't hit somebody now. You heard them on the bus over here, Coach. I'm just ready to hit somebody because they've practiced for 2 weeks and hadn't really hit anybody other than just some drills. They hadn't got to fly in anybody, so they were excited and they flew around and hit people. I was glad to see that.
Individual performances that you liked on offense?
Offensively, I felt like the line did a pretty good job. They've got lots of room to improve. It's the line play in this is such a team unit. It's kind of hard to pick one of them out. But they did a decent job. All my backs ran hard. You seen I had a good rotation of backs in there. They all ran it hard. They've got to see better. They've got to see what's developing in front of them better. We're trying to get a flow one way and a cut back the other, and they're not seeing it yet, but they will.
And what about defense?
Defensively, defensive line stood strong. Linebackers and safeties. I had a rotation of 5 linebackers and then 2 safeties. Isaac Hill and Brian Vance, came up and hit people from safety. That's what we missed all year last year. We couldn't get those safeties to run the alley and come up and play the run. They did a pretty good job tonight. Yeah. So defensively, those 2 cats got after it.
What do you think of the play on both sides of the line? I know because you're replacing some guys on both sides. How do you think they did?
Line-wise, we're not bad. I think I think I've got 7 or so that can get it done. We're not real deep there, and it's going to be the same 7 playing both sides of the ball for the most time right now.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, okay. We've got work to do on the offensive line. Defensive line's more about grit and determination, just strength, and they held their own very well. I'm really tickled with defense tonight.
Now, as you go into the summer months, what's going to be some of the main goals for you guys?
Continue to work, get bigger, faster, stronger in the weight room. We're not going to beat a whole lot of football in our head. We got some 7-on-7s, which will be great to look at in this, in this offense. We're going to do, we got a couple of weeks of 7-on-7. We're going to go different places, and just keep working hard.
Mm-hmm. Last thing for me, I know you talked about having a lot of new guys, wanting to see what they could do. Anybody stand out in particular, or were you just excited to get those guys out here really for the first time?
Several of the new guys stepped in and did some great things. Both the Jackson boys looked well. They did good, especially on defense. Looked very good on defense. Brian Vance, we had him last year, but he couldn't play. Man, I'm telling you, kid's a ball player. He's going to help us a lot. Little John Dobbs, new. Once he's played, come up through our middle school program, didn't play last year. This is his first year. I'm pleased with him. He's small, but man, he's a firecracker and he'll play. So really pleased with him. And like I said, just the kids coming back have accepted the new ones well, and they just throw them in there, and we did a good job.
All right.